Justin Baldoni is clapping back hard against Blake Lively, and the drama is messier than a Love and Hip Hop reunion. Blake came through with some explosive accusations, but Justin is here with the receipts that might flip this whole thing on her head and completely destroy Blake's career and reputation. Did Blake really lie, or is Justin just trying to save face? Let's get into it. So, here's the rundown. Blake recently accused her It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni of inappropriate behavior on set. She claimed that Justin walked into her makeup room without knocking while she was, let's say, in a compromising state. Blake's accusations didn't stop there. She went ahead and filed a complaint with the California Civil Rights Department, saying Justin's behavior on set made her feel uncomfortable. The story even made its way into the New York Times, and things got messy fast. Not only did Blake accuse him of but she also claimed that Justin created a hostile work environment and then tried to ruin her reputation after she called him out on it. In one part of the lawsuit, Blake accused Justin of showing her nude videos and images of women and forcing her to film intimate scenes that they hadn't previously rehearsed or discussed. Mr. Baldoni insisted on shooting the full scene over and over again, well, beyond what would have been required on an ordinary set and without advance notice or consent, it states. Blake also said that Justin did not act in character while they filmed a slow dance scene that did not require sound. At one point, he leaned forward and slowly dragged his lips from her ear and down her neck as he said, "It smells so good." None of this was remotely in character or based on any dialogue in the script, and nothing needed to be said because, again, there was no sound. The complaint says, adding, Mr. Baldoni was caressing Mrs. Lively with his mouth in a way that had nothing to do with their roles. When Miss Lively later objected to this behavior, Mr. Baldoni's response was, "I'm not even attracted to you." Then she went on to say that he repeatedly harassed her, and I quote, Lively alleged that she was the subject of repeated from Baldoni while she was working on the film. She accused him of making inappropriate comments about her appearance, demanding she be nude in scenes in which the script did not call for nudity, and unexpectedly biting her during kissing scenes. She also alleged that both he and Heath walked into her trailer unannounced while she was undressed. Mr. Baldoni was caressing Miss Lively's mouth in a way that had nothing to do with their roles, the filing said, detailing one incident it alleges. When Mrs. Lively later objected to this behavior, Mr. Baldoni's response was, "I'm not even attracted to you," it said. She also claimed that Justin fat-shamed her. Baldoni routinely degraded Lively, according to the filing. She alleged that 4 months after she gave birth, Baldoni privately contacted her fitness trainer to imply that he wanted her to lose weight. Mr. Baldoni told the trainer that he had asked because he was concerned about having to pick Mrs. Lively up in a scene for the movie, but there was no such scene, the filing said. She didn't stop there. She also said that Justin and his team strategically planned a smear campaign against her so they could ruin her career. Blake also said that as the release of the film approached in August of 2024, they feared that her allegations would become public and taint them. Mr. Baldoni and Mr. Heath hired Mrs. Nathan, a crisis public relations expert, and then Mr. Wallace to smear Mrs. Lively's reputation instead.
Blake's lawsuit claims that Justin, his business partners, his PR team, and hired subcontractors all conspired to roll out a takedown campaign that served two purposes. One, to conceal the pattern of harassment and other misconduct by Justin and his production company's CEO, Jamie Heath, and two, to retaliate against Blake by destroying her image. And according to the lawsuit, Ryan Reynolds even blocked Justin on social media in the midst of all of this. The lawsuit also names publicist Jennifer Abel and crisis PR manager Melissa Nathan of the agency group and includes multiple text message exchanges between the two as evidence to show they helped orchestrate a takedown to bury Blake Lively on behalf of their client, Justin Baldoni. In this text exchange, according to the lawsuit, Justin was concerned that the agency group's plan wasn't aggressive enough to protect him, and Jennifer relays that to Melissa, who responds, "Of course, we send over the documents. We can't send over the work we will do. That could get us into a lot of trouble. We can't write down, we will destroy her." He has to look at this as an information document. That's all. Imagine if this document saying all the things he wants ends up in the wrong hands. We can bury anyone, but I can't write that to him. I'll be very tough. The lawsuit accuses the defendants of organizing a sophisticated retaliation campaign and utilizing a tactic known as astroturfing, which is defined as, quote, the practice of publishing opinions or comments on the internet and in the media that appear to come from ordinary members of the public, but actually come from a particular group.
But Justin wasn't having it, y'all. He came through with the receipts, literal receipts. He's not just denying Blake's claims. He's taking her and the New York Times to court with a $250 million defamation lawsuit. Yup, $250 million. That's a whole generational wealth move right there. It ends with us, actor and director, and his publicist sue the Times for libel. Justin Baldoni claims that the Times defamed him and his team in an article about the actress Blake Lively's allegations that she had been the victim of a smear campaign. Justin's legal team is calling Blake's story baseless and claiming that she's the one who invited him into her makeup room to go over their lines. He included his own text messages in which Blake told him to come to her trailer while she was breastfeeding to discuss some lines in the script. The alleged text read, "I'm just pumping in my trailer if you want to work out our lines." Ciao! The drama. "I'm just pumping in my trailer if you want to work out our lines. Emailing with crew and we'll head that way. Take your time. I'm here. I'll meet you in hair and makeup. Sorry, I'm just seeing this." A user said she invited him to her trailer even though she was breastfeeding. He has text messages where she wants to practice her lines and asks him to come over. He has to defend himself, has no choice, so I think you're being hard on him. Justin's lawsuit contains pages upon pages of text messages that his lawyer claims are proof that the text messages published in Lively's initial complaint were manipulated and intentionally omitted to create a narrative. Now, about that lawsuit. Justin's legal team isn't playing games. They're accusing the New York Times of running with a sensationalized, inaccurate story without fact-checking. According to insiders, Justin feels the article was designed to drag his name through the mud, causing him major financial and emotional damage. The lawsuit, which seeks $250 million in damages, accuses the Times of uncritically accepting a self-serving narrative by the actress that Mr. Baldoni, his production company, and their public relations team worked to harm her reputation after she complained about misconduct during the film's shooting. It asserts that the December 21st article deliberately omitted portions of text exchanges and other information that contradicted the actress' version of events. Meanwhile, Blake waited for Justin to come out to file his lawsuit before she came out, just so her own side could be heard more. This whole thing started its hearing in court as of January 2nd, y'all, and I'm here for every second of it. The internet, of course, is split right down the middle. One user wrote, "Last thoughts on this for now, but I can't believe Justin Baldoni is still trying to smear Blake by now accusing a woman who just gave birth and was constantly on set with her husband of being flirtatious and encouraging Justin's sexual harassment. Men like him are truly scum." Another fired back with, "All y'all defending Blake Lively look dumb as hell now. In Justin's lawsuit, he literally has damaging receipts on her basically showing she's a liar." And then there's the crowd who just wants the drama, with one user saying, "This Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni drama is better than the film itself. Now, Justin has come out with the actual receipts that refute everything Blake accused him of, from the sexy outfits and harassment." So, what does this mean for their careers? This mess is definitely putting cracks in their public image. Some insiders are saying Justin's lawsuit might be a risky move, especially if it drags out in court and keeps this drama in the headlines. On the other hand, if Blake's story is proven false, it could spell trouble for her credibility moving forward. But let me throw it to y'all. What do you think? Is Justin right to defend himself this way, or do you believe Blake's side of the story? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this one's going to keep us talking for a while. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. There's plenty more drama where this came from.